I've learned the most that I've learned has been in what I call my food as medicine series that we were talking about offline. The non-traditional therapies in the GI space. So from purely learning that I've been able to take into my clinical practice, it's been from there. It's really learning, how does apple cider vinegar really fit in? Where is the interaction with coffee and the gut? We talked about Reiki earlier, and you said both your parents are Reiki. To me, Reiki was just okay. Yeah, I've heard of Reiki. I had no idea what it was, and then I didn't know how I could potentially implement it in my clinical practice. So that's been extremely powerful. So that's probably the most true clinical pearls have been in that series. Other than that, just talking. So I have a GI 101 series where I talk to fellows about bread and butter GI topics. That to me has been great too, because it's a refresher course for me. Last time I read up on diverticulitis probably was 15 years ago. So when I have a fellow, it was about a year ago now, tell me about diverticulitis and the latest guidelines on it, or H. pylori, I mean, that is the best way to educate myself because I have somebody who's in it right now, right? In training, learning the latest guidelines, the latest clinical pearls, and now teaching that to me. And the last bullet I would say is goes back to innovation, with the startups, the companies, learning different roles what people do, talking to CEOs of companies and talking about their entrepreneurship, because I think that is still, as a physician, like you said, we have physicians who want to be entrepreneurs, but we don't provide those physicians the tools to become entrepreneurs, right? We get no training on this, which is fair, right? Clinical training is already 3 years, clinical GI fellowship. That is just the tip of the iceberg. Clinically, we need to know. But we don't learn anything about patent lawyers. We learn nothing about how to get funding, seed rounds, Series A, Series B, all this stuff you can learn from people. There are people out there who can teach you, and the podcast has been a forum for me.